In the heart of a dense forest, there stood a tall, ancient tree. Its branches reached up to the sky, and its leaves rustled gently in the breeze. The tree was a landmark for the creatures that lived in the forest, and they would often gather around its base to rest and seek shelter from the elements. One day, a young fox named Felix stumbled upon the tree. He was exhausted and hungry from his long journey, and the tree looked like the perfect place to rest. As he approached, he noticed a group of animals gathered around the trunk. They were listening intently to a wise old owl who was perched on a branch, regaling them with tales of adventure and magic. Felix was intrigued and decided to stay and listen. He was soon swept away by the stories, and he found himself longing to experience the same adventures that the owl spoke of. As the night wore on, the animals eventually drifted off to sleep, but Felix couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to life than just surviving. The next morning, Felix woke up early and bid farewell to the other animals. He set off on a journey to discover the adventures he had heard about from the owl. He traveled far and wide, encountering many different creatures and experiencing many different things. Along the way, he made new friends, faced great challenges, and had countless adventures. Years passed, and Felix eventually returned to the tree where he had first heard the owl's stories. He was no longer the young fox who had set out on his journey all those years ago. He was wiser, stronger, and more confident than ever before. As he approached the tree, he noticed a group of young animals gathered around the trunk. They were listening intently to the same old owl, who was still perched on the branch, telling stories of adventure and magic. Felix couldn't help but smile as he realized that he was now the one who had stories to share. He stepped forward and began to tell the young animals of his adventures. They listened with rapt attention, and Felix knew that he had found his true calling in life. From that day on, he became the storyteller for the animals of the forest, passing on the wisdom and knowledge that he had gained from his own adventures. The tree, which had once been just a landmark, became a symbol of inspiration and hope for the animals of the forest. They knew that no matter how difficult their lives might be, there would always be stories to lift their spirits and guide them on their journey. And so, the tradition of storytelling continued, passed down from generation to generation, inspiring the animals of the forest for centuries to come.